Hi there, how are you? My name is Marco Paoletta, and in this video we want to continue with the discussion about should you use Unity or should you use Godot. That discussion that's been there for years, okay? And I want to answer it personally. Just for you to know who I am, what my experience is, okay? This is my professional experience, okay? That you can take a look at, but well, for example, these are the games that I have created. All these games that are showcased here have been created with Unity, sorry. And everything that you see on the channel, mostly 100% is made on Godot, okay? So let's say that my professional experience in companies creating projects for other people is in Unity, and personal projects personal projects basically for the YouTube channel are made in Godot, okay? So indeed, in this video I want to discuss this a little bit more. So once again, the big question here, Godot versus Unity, which one to choose? Now, the first thing that we really have to understand in order to address this question is that, first of all, what is a game engine? If you had to define what a game engine is in one word, literally, what is it? Okay? It's basically a tool. And when we think about a tool, okay, we can actually consider it or compare it to everyday life. Okay, let me just turn on the light here. Here it is. So once again, if you want to eat, for example, you can use several tools, okay? But let's say that you want to have a soup, for example. For that, you can use different tools. You have the knife, you have the fork, you have the spoon, of course, or you have no tool, basically with your hands. So which one of these is gonna be the most efficient tool? Of course, the spoon, by far. Can you still do it with a knife? Yeah, kind of. Can you do it with a fork? Yeah, kind of. Can you do it with no tool? Definitely. Well, definitely. Let's say that you can. The same thing applies to a game engine. It's not the same, okay, if you want to create your indie games. It's not the same if you want to just sell games to, or not actually sell games to publishers, but work in a studio. It's not the same if you want to work freelance. We have to really understand another thing here, which is the context and what you want. Okay, so we cannot say, okay, or nobody should say, you must use this tool, you must use this other tool. It's like as in the kitchen, you could only use a knife, okay, or a fork, okay? There could be some situations in which using a fork is super useful, but there could be another situation such as drinking a soup that it may not be the most suitable one. So once again, you can tell a person that loves Unity, you can tell somebody that wants to make indie games that they can't, okay, with Godot, or that they can't work in a studio using Godot, or that they can't work as a freelancer. Of course, each engine has its own pros and cons. Or for example, I will also add here create, let's call them complex 2D or 3D games, for example. So once again, it depends a lot on context, okay, on what you want. Can you create complex 2D and 3D games in Godot? Yes, you can. If you want to create something super complex with a lot of systems, you want a lot of flexibility, you want to have attached in your objects dozens of scripts because you love using solid patterns, for example, DS of a single responsibility pattern. Do you want that? Okay, Godot won't be the best choice. But can you still do something similar in Godot? Yes, you can. So what I really want to focus here is that the debate, and even more now in the AI era, is that this doesn't matter really anymore. Or it's not that it doesn't matter, but it's not just a matter of facts. Okay, this one is better, this one is worse, use this, use that. It's really a matter of context and what you want. Okay? And why do I want to connect here the AI era? In I do believe that in a very near future, and when I'm talking about the near future, I'm thinking less than 5 years, so maybe from 3 to 5 years, game development is gonna be completely different. Wow, yes, you've said something super new. Okay, you blew away my mind. But I don't think we're gonna be anymore typing func ready or private void start. We're not gonna be doing that anymore. Probably what will basically happen is that we're gonna have like a screen on the left, another screen on the right. On the left, we're gonna have our own chat with an AI, okay? And on the right, we're gonna have the actual game. So this debate of Godot or Unity won't really matter anymore, because we are not gonna, the AI on its own is gonna able to choose, okay, do I use Unity, do I use Godot, do I use Game Maker, do I use RPG Maker, do I create my own game engine for this, or do I create my own solution for this problem? And so once again, it's not a debate that is interesting anymore or has any impact now on the AI era if this is what's gonna happen in few years, okay? So if we are lucky enough, we'll probably be able to live way more years, okay? So why really care about this, and why overcomplicate stuff, and why not being able to get our head around which engine to use, okay? My main suggestion for you here is, okay, there could be more categories here, but do you just want to create indie games? Use whichever you like the most. Try them both. Try to create something in Unity, try to create something in Godot. Use them for 1-2 weeks, let's say, each, so 1 month total, and decide with which one you felt the most comfortable. You want to work in a studio? Then Unity will probably be the best choice, because it's a industry standard, is what mostly all, well, not mostly all studios, but what a really high percentage of studios are using. So while you can still get a studio in a studio by being a Godot developer, it's gonna be a little bit more complicated, a little bit like very complicated. That's why if you really want to work in a studio, maybe Godot is not the best tool, okay? If you want to work freelance, you can do it with both, but once again, personally, I've found that I've had gigs published on Godot, published on Unity as well, and literally nobody asked me about my Godot gig. Every single person asked me for my Unity gig. Once again, that's just my personal case. You want to create something more complex, you want to actually ship something, you want to dedicate 2 years to create a game, well, maybe Godot does not have all the features you need, and therefore maybe Unity could be a better solution, or well, not solution, but tool. So I hope that this video has been helpful, okay? I really want you to consider that everything has changed, is changing, and will change because of the impact of AI. And this, I wouldn't call them silly debates, because they are perfectly fine to have them, but they are gonna be, they should have been in the first place. They should be right now, and they will be even more in the future, like a no sense debate, okay? So just start using whatever feels the most right to you, whatever limits you the least. Start using what you feel the most comfortable with, and there's where you'll actually be able to see results. Once again, depending on your context. Don't try to work for a AAA studio using Godot. That's not probably gonna happen. So once again, if you really wanted to just have a summary of the points mentioned, game engines are a tool. So they are not something that is like, oh, you have to use this 100% or stop using this 100%. That's not how it works. And the second thing is that everything depends on the context, okay, of your personal, of your professional life, and basically what you want to do. That's what I wanted to share with you in this video, and I hope you really liked it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.